Most people break under pressure. They rush, they panic, they start making decisions just to escape the moment. You see it everywhere. When things get intense, people lose control. Their emotions take over, their thinking becomes messy, and suddenly they're reacting instead of leading their own actions. But Sigma males, they move differently. When pressure hits, they don't speed up, they slow down. While everyone else is overwhelmed, they become more focused, more aware, and more controlled. That's what makes them dangerous. They don't see pressure as something to fear, they see it as a test, a moment where most people fail, and they choose to rise. A Sigma male understands that pressure reveals who you really are. So instead of avoiding it, he trains himself to stay calm inside it. He controls his breathing, clears his mind, and refuses to let emotions dictate his actions. While others are reacting, he's observing. While others are stressed, he's thinking. And that small difference creates a massive advantage. Because when you stay calm under pressure, you see opportunities others miss, you make better decisions, and you stay in control when everything around you is falling apart. That's the real power. Not avoiding pressure, but mastering it. He slows down instead of panicking. Most people think pressure means you need to act fast, but that's exactly where they lose control. When things get intense, they rush their decisions, react emotionally, and end up making mistakes they regret later. A Sigma male does the opposite. When pressure hits, he slows down on purpose. He takes a moment to breathe, to step back mentally, and to see the situation clearly instead of getting lost inside it. This small pause gives him control over himself and the situation. By slowing down, he avoids impulsive reactions and starts thinking with clarity. While others are overwhelmed and scattered, he becomes more focused and precise. This doesn't mean he's slow, it means he's intentional. Every move he makes is calculated, not forced by pressure. And over time, this habit becomes a powerful advantage. Because the one who stays calm and thinks clearly under pressure is always the one who wins. He controls his emotions. Pressure often triggers emotions first: stress, frustration, even fear, and most people let those feelings take control. They speak too quickly, react too strongly, and lose their clarity in the moment. A Sigma male understands that emotions are natural, but they should never be in charge. When pressure hits, he becomes aware of what he's feeling without letting it dictate his actions. He doesn't suppress emotions blindly, he manages them. He keeps his tone steady, his reactions controlled, and his focus on the situation instead of his internal chaos. This control gives him a clear advantage. While others are overwhelmed by what they feel, he stays grounded in what needs to be done. He avoids unnecessary conflict, makes smarter decisions, and keeps his energy directed towards solutions instead of reactions. Over time, this builds a strong, stable mindset. Because real strength is not about having no emotions. It's about not being controlled by them when it matters most. He observes before acting. When pressure rises, most people jump straight into action without fully understanding what's happening. They react based on assumptions, emotions, or incomplete information, which often leads to poor decisions. A Sigma male does the opposite. He takes a step back and observes first. He looks at the situation from different angles, notices details others ignore, and tries to understand the full picture before making a move. This moment of observation is what separates reaction from strategy. By observing first, he gains clarity. He sees patterns, reads people's behavior, and identifies what actually matters. While others are rushing and creating chaos, he is gathering information and building a clear plan. When he finally acts, it's not random or emotional, it's precise and intentional. This gives him a strong advantage because his actions are based on understanding, not impulse. And over time, this habit allows him to make better decisions under pressure, avoid unnecessary mistakes, and stay one step ahead of everyone else. He focuses only on what he can control. When pressure builds, most people waste energy thinking about things they can't control, the opinions of others, unexpected outcomes, or worst-case scenarios. This creates stress and confusion, making the situation feel heavier than it actually is. A Sigma male avoids this completely. He quickly separates what he can control from what he can't, and then puts all his attention on what's in his hands. His actions, his mindset, his decisions, that's where his focus stays. By doing this, he keeps his mind clear and his energy directed. Instead of being overwhelmed by everything happening around him, he simplifies the situation. While others are distracted and anxious, he is calm and effective. This doesn't mean he ignores reality, it means he chooses where to invest his energy wisely. Over time, this habit builds strong mental discipline because he stops reacting to things outside his control and starts mastering what's within it. And that's what keeps him steady when pressure hits hardest. He uses pressure to grow stronger. Most people see pressure as something negative, something to avoid or escape. When it gets too intense, they try to run from it or do anything just to make it stop. But a Sigma male sees pressure differently. He understands that pressure is not there to break him, it's there to test him. Every difficult moment becomes an opportunity to grow, to improve his mindset, and to build resilience. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" he asks, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in thinking changes everything. While others feel defeated by pressure, he uses it as fuel. He becomes more disciplined, more focused, and more mentally strong with every challenge he faces. Over time, pressure stops feeling like a threat and starts feeling like a tool. Because each time he handles it the right way, he proves to himself that he can handle more. And that's how real strength is built. Not in comfort, but in the moments that push you to your limits. At the end of the day, pressure doesn't break you, it reveals you. It shows how you think, how you react, and how much control you really have over yourself. While most people panic, rush, and lose clarity, a Sigma male stays calm, focused, and intentional. He slows down, controls his emotions, observes carefully, focuses on what he can control, and uses every challenge to grow stronger. That's what creates the difference. If this mindset spoke to you, make sure you subscribe for more content on discipline, psychology, and self-control. And now ask yourself, when pressure hits, do you lose control or do you take control?